This is my Frog FDK deck. Um, Runs 3 Subtone. This is the main concept of the deck. Pretty much you offer a monster on the field with his ability, and then you go through your whole deck until you have only magic cards left. And then from there, using Poison Draw Frogs to draw and then get your Master Driver and win the game. Run 3 Swap Frogs. This card's like a Dark Grepher. Pretty much for water monsters, what it does is you can special summon it by discarding a water monster, and then you can throw either your Rototoad or your Subtoad um, to the graveyard. And so if you have a salvage, you can activate that, get back your Subtoad, summon, and you pretty much have game. It runs 3 Poison Draw Frog. This is mainly your draw part of the deck. The whole point is you go through your deck until all your monsters are gone except your Swap Frogs and Poison Draw Frogs. And then you bring out 3 Poison Draw Frogs, removing 3 frogs from your graveyard, bring out Rototoad 3 times. And then you tribute your 3rd time to bring out a Swap Frog, and then use its ability sending from the field to the graveyard. So you send Poison Draw Frog and draw a card. And from there, all you'll be drawing is either all your spell cards or more draw cards that'll get you into your Master for game. Or if you're really unfortunate, you could draw your last Subtoads or Rotom Totem, but most likely it'll give you game. I run 3 Dupe Frogs. If I can't get game, this pretty much first turn this searches out my any frog in my deck. I'll usually search out my Swamp Frog, and from there I'll get game within a turn or two. Also, if there's 2 of these on the field, they can't attack me, so it's pretty nice. I run 3 Unifrog. What this does is it clears your back row. So like usually I'll supposed to summon a swap frog, and then end up tributing to get out. I'll supposed to summon my Rototoad, and then I'll summon a Subtoad and I'll tribute it. For a Unifrog, I'll attack. If he has 1 back row, I'll attack directly, make him blow up that Mad Trap, and then I'll go for game. So I ensure. So they have Mastery Strict or Magnet Cosmos, Dimensional Fissure, anything that'll bother me. This can blow it up and then kill him. I run 2 Ronin Totems. This is the heart of the deck. Pretty much, you remove a frog, it's supposed to summon it. So you do this 20 times, and it gives you game with Master Driver. I run 2 Treeborn Frog. The reason I run this is one concept is I can go hand destruction, discard this in my draw phase, and then stand my face, special summon it. Then I'll summon Subtoad, go through my whole deck, set my Poison Draw Frog and my Swamp Frog, and then I can get my combo to win the game. So it's another way of summoning a monster for my swap Subtoad to get game. I run 2 Flip Flop Frogs. There's options. You could either run Submarine Frog or you could run Beazle or many others. I run this just because the fact that it has a flip effect where, like, if I have this face down and I have Dupe Prog face up, they have to attack my Dupe Prog first. So if I can't win the first turn by just not getting that hand, I can just keep flipping this back and forth and keep returning their monsters. They can't ever attack me until they kill Dupe Prog. So at least has a good effect that it'll do something. I run 1 Des Frog. The reason why I want to run 1 is because I want to be able to synchro. So I have another way of winning. I get Colossal Fighter and Armory Arm. Equip Armory Arm to their monster, summon Colossal Fighter and attack, and then they take the damage. So I can also synchro into Stardust or whatever I want. That's mainly why I run this. So it gives me that option as another way to win. I run 1 Beazle Frog. The reason why I run this is because I Fishboard, and this equals level 4 synchro. And I give me my Armory Arm, so that's the other part of the combo. It's a frog too. And then I run 1 Fishboard Blaster. I run this mainly because that way I can go through my whole deck. I can abuse my Poison Draw Frogs. And then after I throw this into the graveyard, I have a way of having the combo, and then I can just discard the cards in my hand. Special this a bunch of times, so if I removed the Ronin Totem, this will make up for it. I can still win. It's really good. Plus I can synchro too. That's my monsters. My spells, I got 3 Moria Greed. Pretty much, you return 2 water monsters, shuffle your deck, and then draw 3. So it's draw power plus. If I want to reuse my poison draw frogs or my swamp frogs again, I can do that. And also, if I have opening hand, it can allow me to draw more cards in the game. I run 3 of these because I want to have the highest possible chance of winning. And the more draw cards, the better. I run 3 hand destructions. I use this combo with Fishborg Blaster or Treeborn, plus it allows me to just draw a bunch of cards so I can mill through all my whole deck with Subzitode. And then after I get my combos, I can use these to draw more cards and to draw Mass Driver. I run 3 salvages, and the reason why I run 3 is because if I get Swamp Frog and salvage my open hand with another monster, it's game pretty much. I just go Swamp Frog, discard a monster, spell summon, activate his ability to throw Subzitode, salvage them both back to my hand, normal summon, Subzitode, and then I can return Swamp Frog back to my hand if I want to, summon another frog, and offer with his special ability I get an extra normal summon. So it just gives me more of a chance of getting the FTK. Plus, it's a +1, so I can use it for many options. It's really good in 3. Some people also running 2 and 1 stuff like that, but I like 3 because it gives me the highest possible chance of winning first turn. 3 Mass Driver. This is the card that wins the game. You need 20 times 400 damage, and it'll give you a game. So I run 18 frogs. So I just need 2 monsters in the field, or I can use Fishborg, and it gets game. And I run 18 because I want the highest possible chance of drawing what I want to draw. If I run more than that, I'm just going to draw frogs, and I don't really want to draw that. I got 1 for 1. This pretty much gets out my Subzitode first turn, and or my Fishborg if I already have Subzitodes in my hand, and that gives me a game. I run Heavy Storm and Giant Grenade. The reason why I run both is because I want the chance of, if I don't go first, I want to be able to clear your back row, because that's the only way you pretty much have a chance to beat me, is having like Crevice or Master Restrict or any of your counters, Book Moon, whatever. And if I can clear that, then it's over. And almost no one runs Starlight Road against this deck anyway, so pretty much gets rid of your combo, then I win. Like, you can't Phoenix Blast me or anything. I run Card Destruction. It's more draw power. Like, if I have a bunch of cards in my hand because I salvage and got +1s, and then I needed to just draw the Mass Driver. I already have Fishborg in the game, I play that, draw more cards, and by then I should get the Mass Driver, and so it should be game. And then I run 1 Foolish Barrel. And the reason why I run this is because it throws my Fishborg. That's what I mainly want to get to the graveyard, my Fishborg. If I get that in the graveyard, it's over, pretty much, as long as I get a Subzitode. And the reason why is because it's another way. I can Synchro Summon. It's another way where I can abuse after I run Totem. I can use him to get my extra damage I needed from removing other frogs to use my Poison Draw frogs. So that's the deck. I'll show you some combos with it. Some combos I have is Subzitode, Treeborn Frog, and Hand Destruction. And so what I'll do is I'll go draw phase, Hand Destruction, discard Treeborn, another card in my hand, and then I'll draw 2, and then I'll special summon it, and then I'll normal summon Subzitode and tribute and get my combo off. And then another combo I have is Swamp Frog, plus I could either have Mass Driver and a 1 for 1, or I could have a salvage with this and a Mass Driver. Or there's many ways, and I'll post a video of how the deck works, so that way you guys can understand. And please subscribe. Thanks.